The air at Subic Bay is thick with the smell of salt and jet fuel, a scent that's been missing for decades, but never forgotten by those who remember the base's storied past. The gentle breeze carries echoes of history, mingling with the anticipation of what's to come. Today, February 5th, 2026, that scent is back, drifting across the bay as the sun rises over the airfield. The morning light glints off the wings of arriving aircraft, signaling a new beginning for Subic Bay and its people. American C-17 Globemaster planes gleam on the tarmac as Filipino and American soldiers unload crates, their teamwork seamless and practiced. Each crate, each handshake, is a testament to renewed cooperation and shared purpose. Voices in English and Tagalog blend together, creating a new energy on this historic base. Laughter and conversation fill the air, bridging cultures and building friendships that will shape the future. This isn't just a military exercise, it's the start of a new chapter, marked by ceremony and the proud display of both nations' flags. The sense of occasion is unmistakable. F-16 jets roar overhead, echoing off the Green Mountains and sending vibrations through the ground below. Their flight is both a show of strength and a promise of protection. Young Marines from both nations share water and stories, united by purpose and camaraderie. Bonds are forged not just in training but in these quiet moments of connection. In the bay, the USS John Finn is anchored, a powerful symbol among local fishing boats. The contrast is striking, yet both vessels are part of the same evolving story. For years, American warships were absent. Now, their return is a statement, a reminder of old alliances rekindled and new commitments made. The U.S. military's presence at Subic Bay signals rekindled alliances in a time of new challenges, as officers from both countries shake hands and look toward a shared future. Olongapo town stirs with life. Shops reopen, construction booms, and locals anticipate new opportunities. The energy is palpable, as the community prepares for change. For many, the Americans' return means jobs and hope, a reminder of past prosperity, and a chance to build a brighter future for their families. This isn't just strategy, it's a change that touches thousands of Filipino lives, bringing new connections, opportunities, and a sense of belonging to the wider world. The reopening of Subic Bay is both a military move and a promise of renewal, a signal that the region is ready to face the future together. A new era begins, blending hope, memory, and the realities of a shifting world. As the sun sets over Subic Bay, the promise of tomorrow shines brighter than ever before. To understand today's significance, we need to look back, not just at the headlines, but at the lives and choices that shaped a nation's path. For nearly a century, Subic Bay was a cornerstone of American power in the Pacific, a city within a base, vital in wars from WYR. Chopper Bayru. So why began Niker near Tindadisud Nan Naim? It was more than a military outpost, it was a symbol of America's reach and the Philippines' strategic importance. The base brought thousands of jobs and a sense of security to local communities, but it also stirred debate about sovereignty and national pride. For many, the presence of foreign troops was a daily reminder of colonial history. In the early 1990s, a surge of nationalism swept the Philippines, fueled by a new generation eager to assert their country's independence. Many Filipinos saw foreign bases as a challenge to independence, questioning whether true freedom was possible with a foreign military on their soil. The Philippine Senate faced a historic choice. Should the Americans stay or go? The debates were passionate, reflecting deep divisions in society. In 1991, the Senate voted not to renew the treaty. The U.S. was asked to leave. It was a moment that would reshape the nation's future. The last American warship sailed out, the flag lowered, a quiet end to an era that had defined generations. Some celebrated a victory for independence and self-determination. Others feared for security and the loss of livelihoods, uncertain about what would come next. Subic Bay became a commercial freeport, aiming for economic revival and new opportunities, transforming military barracks into offices and shops. Growth followed, but the energy and prosperity of the base years were hard to match. The region adapted, but the transition was not easy. Meanwhile, a power vacuum emerged in the region, leaving the Philippines to navigate new uncertainties. China began asserting itself more aggressively in the South China Sea, testing the limits of regional stability and Philippine sovereignty. The 1991 decision had consequences no one fully foresaw, echoing through decades of shifting alliances and rising tensions. The world changed, and so did the Philippines' place in it, caught between old alliances and new realities. The story of Subic Bay is one of shifting tides, of sovereignty, security, and the search for balance in a world that never stands still. Why return after 3 decades? The answer is China. China's rise as a superpower and its assertive claims in the South China Sea have made the Philippines feel vulnerable. Filipino fishermen face harassment, Philippine ships are blocked and threatened in their own waters. The Philippines needed a powerful ally, so it turned to the US. For America, this is about upholding freedom of navigation and countering China's growing influence. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, allows the U.S. to rotate forces and preposition assets at Philippine bases. This isn't a return to massive permanent bases, but a flexible, modern partnership. It respects Philippine sovereignty while strengthening defense ties. 2 old allies facing a new and uncertain future together. Subic Bay's location is its greatest asset. Nestled on the western edge of Luzon, it has long been recognized as a gateway to the wider Pacific and a crucial point of access for maritime operations. On Luzon's west coast, it opens directly onto the South China Sea, just hours from contested waters like Scarborough Shoal and the Spratlys. This proximity places Subic Bay at the heart of one of the world's most strategically sensitive regions. With Subic, U.S. forces can respond to crises in hours, not days. The ability to project power and provide rapid humanitarian or military assistance is unmatched in this part of Asia. This proximity is a powerful deterrent, signaling to China that the U.S. is close and ready. It's a constant reminder that the balance of power can shift quickly. The bay itself is ideal, deep, protected, and large enough for fleets and aircraft carriers. Its natural geography makes it a safe haven for even the largest naval vessels. Existing infrastructure makes re-establishing a presence efficient and cost-effective. Modern docks, warehouses, and runways mean forces can mobilize quickly and sustain operations for extended periods. Subic is more than a base, it's a strategic hub for the Indo-Pacific. It serves as a meeting point for allied navies and a launchpad for regional cooperation. Its location also matters for Taiwan, just a few hundred miles north. In any regional crisis, Subic's closeness to Taiwan could prove decisive for rapid support and logistics. In any conflict, access to Philippine bases would be invaluable for the U.S. These bases provide critical staging grounds for both defense and humanitarian missions. Subic Bay is a small dot on the map, but a giant on the geopolitical chessboard. Its influence extends far beyond its shores, shaping the security landscape of the entire region. Its value is measured in minutes, miles, and the balance of power. Every second counts when tensions rise, and Subic's location can tip the scales. The Philippines' geography gives it outsized importance in Asia's future. Trade, security, and diplomacy all converge here, making it a focal point for global interests. Subic is once again at the center of global strategy, a vital link in the chain of peace and stability across the Indo-Pacific. The reopening of Subic Bay marks a new phase in a long, sometimes rocky alliance. After years of uncertainty and shifting policies, the partnership is back on solid ground. The current Philippine government is pushing back against Chinese aggression and strengthening ties with Washington. U.S. forces at Subic are a visible sign of renewed commitment. This alliance means security for the Philippines and a strategic ally for the U.S. It's not just about troops and ships. There's more intelligence sharing, joint training, and military aid. Filipino forces gain experience and technology, modernizing their defense. The U.S. helps build capacity, aiming for a partnership based on self-reliance. Challenges remain. Some Filipinos oppose foreign troops, and past social issues linger. The new rotational arrangement is designed to minimize friction and maximize cooperation. The goal: a modern, mutually beneficial alliance for the 21st century. Together, the U.S. and Philippines are stronger, facing the future as partners. China is not pleased by America's return to Subic Bay. Beijing sees it as a hostile move, part of a U.S. strategy to contain China. Chinese officials warn the Philippines against getting entangled in great power rivalry. At the same time, China offers economic incentives to lure Manila away from Washington. On the water, China's response is more direct increased patrols, more aggressive maneuvers, and constant shadowing of U.S.-Philippine operations. The risk of miscalculation at sea rises with every new deployment. This move deepens mistrust between the U.S. and China, making diplomacy harder. The South China Sea becomes an even sharper arena for their rivalry. The Philippines stands at the center of this high-stakes contest. Southeast Asia is watching Subic Bay with keen interest. Countries like Vietnam and Malaysia see hope in the U.S.-Philippine alliance. It's a way to push back against China. Others, like Cambodia and Laos, worry about being caught between giants and prefer neutrality. Business leaders across the region fear that rising tensions could disrupt vital trade with China. Governments must balance security concerns with economic realities. The return of U.S. forces forces every nation to rethink its strategy. The choices made now will shape the region's future. Subic Bay's ripple effects will be felt far beyond the Philippines. The return of U.S. forces brings both reassurance and risk. Hosting American troops makes the Philippines a potential target in any U.S.-China conflict. The debate: is security worth the risk of becoming a battlefield? Social and political challenges persist. Some Filipinos fear a repeat of past problems. Others resent foreign presence. The government must balance alliance needs with public opinion. For the U.S., maintaining a forward presence is costly and politically complex. Both sides must manage disagreements and keep the partnership strong. The alliance's success depends on trust, communication, and shared goals. Security comes with a price, measured in risk, resources, and constant effort. The return to Subic Bay is more than a military move. It's a symbol of a changing world. For the Philippines, it's a bet on security and sovereignty. For the U.S., it's a renewed commitment to the Indo-Pacific. The goal isn't war, but deterrence, showing strength to prevent conflict. A visible U.S. presence raises the cost of aggression and encourages diplomacy. Together, the Allies stand for international law and peaceful resolution of disputes. The 2016 Hague ruling favored the Philippines, but China ignored it. By working together, the U.S. and Philippines send a message: rules matter. The path forward is careful cooperation, resilience, and hope. The new dawn at Subic Bay is a promise of peace, partnership, and a future shaped by shared values.